At the end of the last year, we talked about Ewoks. Now let's talk about droids. And Happy New Year! Hello again. I'm Chuck, and I talk about Star Wars stuff. All right, everybody. I'm doing some maintenance here, as well as trying to do the talk about droids.
Stay on target.
Oh boy. Okay, the 80s were kind of weird for Star Wars television. The reason is because this was not the first attempt that the Lucas company wanted to try to get into television, but this was third, I guess. Let's clarify. Okay, the cartoon droids started out as the Ewok Droids Adventure Hour in 1985. The first broadcast for droids started on September 7th, 1985, and it ran until June 7th, 1986. So not necessarily a year long, but it was one season. And it was broadcast on ABC. Its final episode was an hour-long special broadcast in 86 that served as the finale. And I really don't know what to say about all this other than the fact that if you really want to know about droids, this is something you got to research on your own, man, because this 80s Star Wars stuff on television was weird.
Bruh.
Just weird. Okay, y'all think that the stuff on Disney Plus was lacking? You have no idea how good you have it right now on Disney Plus for Star Wars. Just saying, okay? I lived through it. It was weird.
Stay on target. Almost there.
So all the events in Droids took place about 14 years before A New Hope. It was all the stories of R2-D2 and C-3PO and their misadventures before they were in service to Captain Antilles. Now this got weird because at the end of Revenge of the Sith, Bail Organa put C-3PO and R2-D2 right in the service of Captain Antilles, so there's a continuity issue there. So, I think honestly it's a little bit of a conspiracy that Lucasfilm was trying to bury all the weirdness from droids.
Bruh.
One of the big baddies for droids was a weird dude named Kybo Ren. Not Kylo, Kybo. Yeah. Anyway, it was the writing was weird. The storylines were strange. Naturally they used a lot of the special sound effects and all that from Star Wars, trying to keep that continuity going, which was great. That was fun. But oh man. There was a reason that Ewoks was more successful, and it was because apparently the cute, cuddly killer teddy bears were a lot more popular than droids, for obvious reasons. Anyway, that's my talk on droids. There's not much more other than the fact that this is something, if you want to know about it, do the research. Go to Google, go to YouTube, type in Star Wars Droids cartoon, and have yourself a ball. Have yourself some fun. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for coming along. I know it's short, it's sweet, it's right to the point, and what a way to kick off the new year with Chuck Talks About Star Wars Stuff. Thank you very much for joining me, and we will see you out there in the galaxy.